You pretend to take phone calls to get out of important meetings, like, all the time.
Oh yeah, I do that. Yeah, that's 100% I do that.
Hey.
Hi, thanks for coming in today, Ryan.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah, I'm coming in from New York, just from HR. There's been some complaints from, the main Plonk
About
company.
me?
Oh, just a couple. It's not just you, but we're going through the cast today. Going through the list of members and finding out if any of these are true, because they're kind of concerning. We're a little worried.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, should we just start?
Yeah. I mean,
any questions before we start?
No,
or?
I don't know. I don't got it.
Okay, I'm sure you'll have some after.
Okay.
I have lots. First off, one of the things that you've gotten a couple complaints about from a couple people is multiple times that you stated that you only fuck with hard lesbians.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
hard?
Hard lesbians, yeah. Like, they really go at it, kind of like they grip life by the balls. That's the type of lesbian I usually mess with.
Life by the balls.
Life by the balls. It's like a mentality. Hard lesbians. You know how like you'd be like, oh, he's so hard. Oh, my guy's so hard, and you're talking.
But lesbians.
Yeah, lesbians. Anybody can be hard.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
more of like a mentality. I like that mentality.
Okay, just another thing that you were overheard saying a couple times. Ooh, I know that good cookie. Oh, I know that cookie good.
Yeah.
And that was apparently by yourself, kind of avoiding work. Maybe there's a couple complaints of you avoiding the work day to hang out with hard lesbians or eat a good cookie.
Yeah. Well, I know that cookie good.
Right. Yeah.
And when you know,
course,
you kind of got to say.
Now, are these two things mutually exclusive, or do you often eat good cookies with hard lesbians?
I've never eaten a hard lesbian's cookie, but I've never eaten a good cookie.
Okay,
with
I think this is sorry. I
hard-
think this is getting a little out of my scope. I don't need to be
I
about
feel,
your personal business.
I can
It's all about
explain.
the office.
I feel completely comfortable with you right now.
I don't. One day you were accused of stealing lunch from the Plonk fridge, the office fridge. We all mark our food with our names and stuff. And you threatened to sick my uncle, the Count, or lock on you and your family's lineage for 3 nights.
Yeah.
Oh, Orlok.
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 Yeah.
Who's Orlok?
Count Orlok. He is the titular Nosferatu from the film Nosferatu.
Oh, okay.
So I don't like the idea that we have to bring in lunch separately. I feel like we should all get lunch together, kind of build like team spirit. That's why I eat other people's lunches, to force all of us to go and get food. And it's just kind of like it's just like a thing I said, kind of like.
You probably eat a lot of lunch then.
Oh,
I can
yeah,
tell.
a lot of good cookies.
I'm hoping that we can find the video. I believe there was a video sent in to our inbox about it, but you may have been seen at the Capitol on January 6th. Is that correct?
I get that a lot. No, just a lot of people that look like me.
Oh.
So I get I wasn't there necessarily. I would have been necessarily. I was in Washington D.C. I was not.
But your Plonk headquarters wasn't filming there.
No, we weren't there at
okay.
all. No, it was. I was there for personal stuff.
Oh, okay. A lot of hard lesbians in D.C.?
No.
Oh. Another one that I might have even noticed it this morning. I came in and I was trying to get ready for my interviews and I went to the bathroom
You've been here
and
all
there
day?
was that's none of your business.
Okay.
Went to the bathroom and there was a horrible smell. Horrible. I thought something had died.
Yeah.
Thought it was a cat.
Yeah.
Anyways, there has been multiple complaints of toilets being clogged.
Yeah. Well, I say get better pipes, huh? Get better pipes, huh? If my dookie clogs the toilet all the time, I don't feel like that's on me necessarily. That's just human.
One of the specific complaints was it smells like a rat shat on a burger that had been digested by that said rat. Like, damn, son.
Like, damn, son.
I don't know exactly what that means, but
what a man
it must
eats
have been a strong odor.
What a man eats is private,
You claim to be more than friends with Lin-Manuel Miranda and could totally get him in on a show, but we couldn't even scoop him down in California, so I don't think that's
Yeah. Well, no, him and I, we go.
necessarily true.
I smoked a Fatty J with him one time. That's kind of all that it really is.
It doesn't say anything here about Fatty J. Who's Fatty J?
Fatty J. It's like a.
Are you doing crack?
No. With Lin-Manuel Miranda, I would never do that
Okay.
with him.
Another one that you
Another one?
repeatedly, yes, another one.
Woo! All right.
We're on 7 of 11.
Okay. Nice.
You repeatedly asked to play only the problematic John Mayer songs at the company holiday party. It's
Well-
Christmas, man. Yeah.
Well, Your Body is a Wonderland is one of his more problematic songs. Winter Wonderland. I feel like that's a Christmas song. And John Mayer, Skin White as Snow. When you just look at him, you just really think of the holiday time. At least for me personally, I just thought it would put everyone in the mood. They didn't do it, so I don't know why it's on the list. I mean, we
Okay.
didn't play any of the songs.
Well, it's just a complaint. You
Okay.
know, well, that's why we're going through it. You know.
Did Merrill send that one in?
You once told a guest that you were smooth like butter, but like a criminal undercover.
Yeah.
And then I don't
You
know
know, I
the
actually
word.
said-
I'm not done. I mean, I don't know the word, but you apparently repeatedly shout out "hello" in Korean. I don't. Do you know?
Annyeonghaseyo.
2 more, and we'll just
Jesus, you're making this shit up.
kind of getting bored here. Okay.
Oh, you're getting bored.
This one's kind of interesting. You clearly claim to have many connections with larger political or social figures like
get around.
Lin-Manuel Miranda or Count Orlok.
Yeah.
But this one you claim to be Drake's muse, and that "Way Too Sexy" is written about you.
Yeah, and her loss. I don't know if
That's
it says
not
that
on here.
Okay, but
So I
her
don't know
loss
if
is
that's-
about me. So I'm gonna plead the fifth, even though I just said a lot.
Settled way too much.
Even though I
Almost.
just said a lot, I'm gonna
Yeah.
plead the fifth.
Okay, we'll just store that one away because it's definitely not true. And we'll move on to the final one, get this done and out of the way.
Perfect.
For some reason, you have your mailing address for Claire's Club as the Plonk office.
Yeah.
What you doing with all them goddamn earrings?
So I flip them. I get the earrings sent to the Plonk office because I'm kind of in between homes right now.
Right.
And I sell them to people on the street for much more money. You know, like Times Square, that area.
Oh, you're like one of those Elmos.
Yeah, I'm like one of those Elmos, except I don't wear a costume. I sell earrings to people.
Oh.
I make a lot of. That's actually where I make most of my money from. You'd be surprised how much.
So it's almost like you don't need this job that bad.
No, because I sleep here.
Oh.
We all
Oh.
do. We all do. So if you fire me, you fire everybody.
That's-
Can you fire people? What's your job? Why are you here? Actually. All right. Okay. Well, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Have a
Of
good
course,
one.
thanks for coming in, Ryan.
Yeah, of course.
Hello.
Merrill.
Right.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't know why I expected a girl from the name. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. You know, some people say that about the name. I'd say it's pretty gender neutral. To be
Right, yeah,
completely
yeah,
honest.
of course.
Like I wouldn't assume anything from the
Yeah,
name Merrill.
yeah.
Like I'm not. You know.
We'll just start with the first one. Something that I wouldn't really consider a woke thing to do. I'm constantly shouting, "Where my fat bitch is at?"
Okay. Well, that was when I was drunk.
Drunk.
Yeah, drunk.
In the office.
No, that was at the Plonk retreat, and that was a joke because
You guys went on a retreat?
It was like a friend thing.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like you know we're friends. Like I think I'm pretty good friends with Ryan and Brian.
Sorry, continue.
But yeah, no, I would say that wasn't just that was what was it? What was the exact quote again that I said?
Where are my fat bitches at? And it wasn't. It was said constantly shouting.
Constantly shouting like, "Where are my fat bitches at?"
I would only assume. Maybe a little loud. It's in bold, so maybe a little louder. but-
Okay. Well, I think you know, live and learn, live, laugh, love.
Right. Another complaint made was that you are not contributing or not doing anything for the company at all.
You know, that one might be fair, Lowkey.
A complaint that Plonk has gone too woke? Maybe Is that a complaint from you, or?
I mean, that's kind of weird that that one's on there, that like I would be causing that wokeness. You know, I don't really mess with that woke stuff. I'm more of like a hard, like a Julius Kaiser, sorry, type.
Kaiser.
Yeah, that's the correct pronunciation, actually.
Oh, wow. See, I thought you had set yourself as a woke man when you had come into the interview, but...
When did I say that?
Got it. Oh, okay. We'll just keep going then. Another thing that people complain about often is that you compare your work with the company to the vintage type of child abuse.
I mean...
Vintage.
Yeah, you know, like the good and like the effective.
Like the old...
You know,
style.
hard fist, step out of line, like to put him back.
Oh, right.
Think of myself as a leader.
Like child labor kind of factory days.
Yeah, you know, like send the kids off at age 10, go work in the mills, like Liddy. Remember
Is that
Liddy?
how you... Oh, yes. Yeah, right.
Yeah, like Liddy, yeah.
Yes. A couple employees have complained about your weird friends that you've let into the studio. Daddy Romance, Chuck Slippy, or Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas.
Oh, what? They're worried about CT?
Yeah, Supreme Court Justice CT.
I mean, we just, you know, we shorten his name, but no, Daddy Romance, that's my guy. I get all my sex tips from him.
Oh,
he
in
actually-
the office?
Chuck Slippy?
Yes.
Chuck Slippy?
Chuck
They're worried about Chuck Slippy now? I mean,
Chuck S.
a lot of the time, I mean, you know, if we're in a business setting, he's very professional. He's more of he's a man of the night. He's a man of the night.
We'll just move on. This next one is rather concerning. So, and it's you're not the only person who's gotten this complaint.
Okay.
There may have been some videos sent in proving that you were at the Capitol on January 6th. Is that a photo of you in a gi next to a pond?
That's a photo of me and a gi next to a pond.
Was that what you were wearing on January the 6th when you were at the Capitol?
Allegedly, if I was there, I would probably wear something similar. I do really enjoy this outfit. It's nice and comfortable. I mean, a little bit low mobility if I'm trying to like climb up things. Might get caught on security, but no, it was not there.
Have been complaints of excessive amounts of hair dye all over the place. On your face or arms, hands, fingers, equipment, ground. But your hair doesn't change color?
No,
So people are just kind of concerned about what the dye is being used for.
Is it talking about the yellow hair dye?
I'm sure that's one of them.
I mean, I do like to do a lot of artistic things with my nether regions.
Oh. One other complaint that's been made about you is that you said you're a big fan of Kevin Spacey, but not his movies. And I don't quite sure what that means, or why people are too upset about it, or how you're a fan of Kevin Spacey, but not his movies.
I mean, like, if you've seen his YouTube channel, the video of him wishing you a Merry Christmas, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Christmas, but I watch that. I watch that every holiday season. And
I know what you want.
I feel my heart grow a couple of sizes.
One final one, and we'll be done with this.
Perfect.
There was a complaint sent in by the janitorial staff that you made them a little uncomfortable asking about their style of cleanings, asking if he wipes crazy style.
Wiping crazy style. Well, I mean, obviously, you know, there's multiple kinds of wiping if you're cleaning. Obviously, cleaning yourself, you know, wiping front to back would be the standard. Real experienced pros, you know, you wipe back to front. Drags everything out in one go. Just kind of trust the process. As far as cleaning goes, I like my mix of aspartame and bleach, and you know, wiping just.
What the? Okay. I'm uncomfortable. So we're just gonna end this here. Let me know when you're done with the office. Don't touch anything.
Hi, how are
Brian,
you? Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm good. Yeah.
It's been an interesting day so far, so we're just
bet.
gonna keep it going. So we're just gonna start with the first one. It is high importance to us that we respect people of all ethnicities and identities in this office. So it is kind of a concerning one. that you have constantly attempted various Indian accents.
Now you see, I'm gonna stop you right there for that one. You see, Merrill loves to do this thing where he asks me to do various accents, and I don't really ever participate, and he just like really likes to ask. Yeah, he likes to ask. He always says, Brian, can you do your impression of this? Brian, can you do your impression of that? So he's really kind of egging me on. And I never take part in it. I never do it.
But it says attempt.
No.
Assuming that I'm assuming that means that you have.
No. I mean, I would never do that. I would never appropriate another culture.
And would you be Indian at all?
No.
Any ethnicity? Another interesting one is smoking that loud za during work hours. What is loud za?
Now you see, it's a stressful work environment.
Right.
Here.
Of course, work is always a little stressful.
So sometimes you gotta take out that, that fat G. Sometimes you gotta.
Oh,
yeah.
I've heard about fat G.
You heard about the fat?
bit.
Yeah. Smoking that.
And that's the same thing as loud za.
Yeah, I mean.
And that's not crack.
No.
Okay.
We only smoke that jazz cabbage here. We don't. Yeah.
Okay.
That loud za.
Jazz cabbage.
Mhm, yeah.
I know jazz cabbage. We'll just move on then. Another one that people have been getting really annoyed at, which doesn't seem like much of a worry for us down in California, but maybe more here among the staff, is playing that mid-aux. Apparently it's just not that great when you get on aux.
Now,
It's kind of disappointing.
mid is a subjective term.
Well, it says here that you've used the Plonk social media to harass small local businesses?
Now you
Woman
see-
and
now,
female-owned mainly.
See, here's the thing. When
It's
I put
concerning.
my order in, they better get my order right.
Oh,
And if they don't get my order right,
right.
then it's like they're asking for a complaint. It's like they're asking for it if they get my order wrong.
Where are you
Therefore,
talking about specifically?
You just I love to support a small business.
Right.
But if they fuck my shish up, then I have to retaliate a little bit. See, nobody wants to work anymore, and so what if they did their damn job?
Okay, the hands are a little much,
And
sir.
Sorry.
We're just gonna move on. Apparently, you like to put $1 on a fishing pole and tease Uber Eats drivers on company property.
No, you see,
Again, with small
the thing
business,
that's wrong with
small
that is that I
workers.
never order Uber Eats, so it's DoorDash.
Then how are you doing it with Uber Eats drivers?
That's where I believe they have it wrrong. It's a DoorDash.
Oh,
And it's not a $1 bill, it's a $20 bill because
So it's
they
a little more
wouldn't go
enticing,
for the
right.
one. Yeah,
that makes sense.
not during work hours.
This next one is, I don't quite understand what the complaint says. It's something about ramen noodles. You apparently mix up the lyrics to Kendrick Lamar's song Luther?
In the Bible, it says that everyone should be forgiven. I'm pretty
Wow.
sure.
Yep.
So why chastise and bring down the wrath of God on one man when he makes a simple mistake?
It says here you constantly ask to get paid more than Ryan and Merrill because you deserve more.
Now, you see, that's just true, and I do just deserve more.
It does say that you were caught in Washington, D.C. at the Capitol on January 6th.
You see, January 6th, famous day, it's actually the anniversary of when Plonk went to Washington, D.C., so we go there every year.
Was this the aforementioned business retreat?
Yeah. So we took
Okay.
a business retreat there to
And that
celebrate.
was completely self-funded, not through Plonk.
Yeah. That we were there for different
good.
reasons. And so we went to Washington, D.C., and then we said we should celebrate going to Washington, D.C. by doing none other than going back to Washington, D.C.
Oh.
So every year on January 6th, we go back to Washington, D.C., we see people, we make a few threats,
A few threats?
yeah, it's just a company thing.
This next one is a little lighter, so it's not a big deal, but it does seem that there have been multiple V-Buck purchases to a Fortnite account named Sexy Gecko with the card for Plonk.
Now, Sexy Gecko,
Would that be
Fortnite.
a personal account or
One could say that it's a Fortnite account that is attached to my email. One could say it's a Fortnite account That's not attached to my email.
But it is. We'll move on. We got
Okay.
two more.
Okay,
So
wow, 2 more.
Hopefully we can get through this. It's been a lot. One rather strange one is that you pretend to take phone calls to get out of important meetings like all the time.
Oh yeah, I do that. Yeah, that's 100% I do that.
Oh, you're just okay with
Yeah,
admitting
yeah,
that.
I am okay with it.
You're just not going to what are obviously important meetings.
Important meetings, could have been an email, same thing. Yeah, I
So
do.
if Ryan is sleeping all the time,
Yeah.
and Merrill isn't doing any work, and
Yeah.
you're skipping all of the meetings to take phone calls,
Yeah.
who is in the meetings?
No one. No one's in the meetings.
So
It's a money laundering thing. We have to have meetings.
money laundering.
Yeah, we technically have to have things called meetings so that we get funding.
Well, we'll just continue because there's one last one.
Okay, yeah.
And it's definitely true because I've experienced it here.
Okay, yeah.
There are multiple complaints that you just don't shut the fuck up. And I can testify to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't really have an answer to that, so I'm gonna go.
Oh, that'd be
And
great.
I'll
Yep.
I'll send you
No
an
complaints,
email.
no questions.
Yeah, no, I
Lovely,
don't
yep.
really.
Mhm.
I don't. Yeah.
And if you could get Big Boss down here.
I will. Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. What the fuck?